Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How y'all do? We got puppy power. Oh, Lord, I got me on, so let me cut me off. Me everywhere. Cut my do not disturb on. So, let's see. Do not disturb. Where you at? Y'all had to take me a mini nap. You know, you got to take power naps. When we were little, we used to fight to go to sleep. Now that we're, adults, be like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to take a nap. All right, where's that plug? Let's plug everything up. Plug that up, plug this up, plug that up. At some point, I'm going to have to pause and let the doggies out. We have the puppy and Sienna in the studio. And once I get to talking, they might wake up. I'm not sure. Not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. Let's give out some hellos. Hello, hello, hello. All right, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Oh, there's chat. Ooh, scroll back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey, Lydia, Adrian. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna put a pin in Adrian. Let's put a pin in Adrian. But Cookie Wookie is in the house. Cookie Wookie. Uh, Lydia, Saul, hello. Julie Parker. How's the weather over there, Julie Parker? Hi, Jeanette. And Eddie. What's up, Eddie? Eddie had me doing some homework yesterday. He was talking about, the Met. I had to do some homework. I didn't go, and who went? Hmm, I needed to be in the know. Zal, what's up? I've had water today. I couldn't drink my coffee today. We had to do a little experiment. Vanessa. Hello. I think I got everybody. There's Jackie. Jackie just came in. So hello. Weather is really good. My daughter in Colorado sent me a picture. Let me show y'all what she showed me. Amy K. Amy K. Welcome, welcome. Amy has on blue, y'all. Amy joined us up over. I was like, when did that happen? Got me a little email. So welcome to Create Joy Studios. Remember, Zoom, all the things. Where's that picture? This is what she sent me, y'all. I'm not surprised. This right here, this is why I moved from Colorado. Because it's known to snow even all the way up to June. And so I said, well, that can explain why we still have like cool weathers kind of this way. Cause like it was like 50 last night. Great weather. So um I wasn't surprised at all. Wasn't surprised about the snow. Wasn't surprised. But I'm over it. I was over it. So snowing, but hopefully it'll be all right. But the kids didn't go to school today and they are hanging out. Hi, Carla. Carla, how you doing? Carla, I'll be driving through your way next weekend, next Friday. So maybe. Wait. No, I'm not. I had to check the routes. I'll let you know, Carla. I'll let you know. All right. Zal said I had coffee, but I'm trying to drink water right now. Yeah. Drinking the water. I'm doing an experiment. Let's just say we'll talk about it later. But remember, I put a pin in Adrian. Adrian kind of jumped on. She sent me something. I had already worked out some things yesterday. Well, last week or whatever. And so I was kind of wrestling with the conversation that I was kind of going to have today, right? Well, really have this week because it started in May. It's starting with our new thing. Comfort is costing you your future, while discipline requires discomfort. All that kind of thing, what I'm going to be talking about today. And then, walking into the um what I want you to get out of the episode, why growth always requires discomfort and the comfort becomes hidden, all that da 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 da. And all of that, right? That's what I say now. Because Adrian sent me something. She sent me this message. And my email, usually I don't have notifications on when I'm doing my morning devotion. I usually it still be on do not disturb. So for whatever reason, it was meant for it to be on personal, and it was meant for me to get that notification of coming from Adrian because it wasn't anything. It was confirmation. And y'all that know me. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly. When something hits me and then is right on track with what I was already wrestling with, like literally wrestling with, I was like, why growth requires discomfort? Why does growing have to be discomfort? Like, why does it have to be uncomfortable? Let's put it that way. Uncomfortable, right? Growth sounds beautiful when we talk about it outside, like the flowers growing, the puppy is growing. Sometimes even when we were, young girls, we like certain places that we were growing, other places as older women, we don't like that's growing. You know what I mean? So that just hit the nail on the head. It was meant. It was meant. It was meant. So today, I'm not gonna paint. I'm gonna kind of go with where my brain is, all over the freaking place. And I figured as I was creating today, and then I went for a walk. I walked out a little bit. I printed off my kits that I got, um, and then couldn't print them, so I had to reach out to Tara, got that fixed. And so the printer was doing this thing, so I'm all over the place is my point. So I'm going to squirrel with me today. Okay. As I usually say, walk with me, children, don't get weary, don't let me tire you out. If I touch you and I touch a spot in your heart, just say wow. If I kind of step on your toes, just say and if none of this that I say hits you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, just say, "Ooh, that's some pretty art." Right? We got it all covered. Okay? Because Lord, it just was so much. I'm just so grateful for how I move. How I'm over here trying to take care of Karen. Hi, Mariah. Mariah, I was supposed to send you a text today, but again, Adrian knocked me off. She knocked me off my game. Excuse me. She didn't knock me off my game. She confirmed. Then I was trying to not affirm and not receive it all. I was trying to be like, okay, well, that's cool. But it was a YouTube she sent me. Like she sent me this YouTube. That daggum thing was 2 hours. I rewound it like a couple of times because I was like, wait a minute. Like, really? Is that what we gonna do, God? It's like, really, you gonna hit me like that through that conversation? But it was good. It was good. If y'all want it, I'll let you know. It's the real folks we like. We like to talk to. We like to have conversations about, God and Jesus and all from the real folks that, kind of they talk like Peter too. You know what I mean? So they're not the folks that's telling us we're gonna die and go to hell because we cursed last week or because we looked at a movie or because we still playing cards or still wearing makeup. Not them folk. So it was just a great conversation. And I thank Adrian for reaching out. And even though she hear all the things I say, she'd be like, I'm not gonna send this to Karen. I thank her for including me because I listen to Tim Ross. Like I've been listening to him a long time. But now that he has, his own thing in the basement, it's gotten even gooder. That's how I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say gooder. I'm gonna say gooder. But when you look at Jesus when like she said, she said this is her email. She said, look at Jesus when she mentions feeling and emotion. Y'all know that's what we've been talking about, like all the things. She said your feeling causes problems and your emotions don't. Your feelings say, I got a problem, and your emotion says, let's resolve what's going on. What she said that the Lord put your face before me and said, send it. And I was like, yeah, he planned. He used Adrian today. So I'm gonna start by talking about some time. We're gonna talk about a little bit about some time because Comfort is costing you your future. Your discipline, who you are, requires you to get uncomfortable. Okay. It requires you to get out of the comfort of your own. Like you already know who you are as a person. Then you become friends with, or you date, or you work for, or you marry somebody that no longer kind of validates you, right? So today, like I said, I'm going to squirrel. We're going to talk about letting go of expectations. We're going to talk about self-love and freedom. We're going to talk about relax and love yourself. All of those I'm going to compact real quick. I'm going to throw it out there, and wherever it sticks, that's good, that's great, that's fine, whatever. But if y'all got a problem with what's getting ready to be said, if you don't want to walk with me, it's okay. Slide on by. Don't worry about it, or just stay here, put me on mute. If you don't want to hear it, put me on mute and just watch me art. Either way, you're gonna get blessed. Okay. And then God, not only did he use Adrian, then he used daughter number three. Is she daughter number three? Yeah, daughter number three called, and the first thing she said, listen to what happened. And then I kind of said, okay. And then I wasn't paying her 100% attention. She's like, am I bothering you? And I said, no, why? She's like, well, it's the look on your face. Well, I was like going in for the third time on Tim Ross and the young lady, Dr. What's her name? Can't think of her name now. Dr. Brian, right? Cheyenne. She's Cheyenne. And so I wanted to get to what I was doing because I was really unpacking what I was supposed to be. I was packing what I was supposed to be unpacking for y'all today. That's how it was. So yeah, it was kind of bothering me a little bit. Yeah, you kind of interviewed. And then we had one of my church members. She had to text me and let me know that her mother passed, which was Mother Harper was 96, 97. So long time friend of the family. So it was a lot going on. But I stayed focused. I stayed narrow in a narrow way. You got to stay in your lane because things will come to distract you, right? When you know what you're supposed to be doing, things will distract you. I don't want them to distract you. Okay, now let me back up because I came in hot. I came in a little hot. I need to say hello to those that maybe are new to Create Joy in the studio with Karen McCoy. I am Karen McCoy, the real McCoy, right? So I want to say hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to those that are, you come back because y'all like coming back just listening at me talk about how I let God beat up on me. And then hopefully y'all don't do it and y'all just, use your say. But if you're returning, I'm glad you came back, right? I'm gonna slap paint on this gel plate today. Because you already know we're not here to just, paint and do pretty things. We're here to breathe again. We're here to think again. We're here to heal again. And we're here to tell the truth in a way that helps us grow, not in a way that keeps us stuck. So that's why I say growing requires you to be uncomfortable sometimes. Hey, Zippy, ain't seen you on a wall. But it's okay. So grab your coffee, like I got my water today, and your scrapbook, your pencils, your pens, or talk, listen to me, put me on why you do what you do, you know, all the things. Because somewhere along the line, throw something in the chat, throw a thumbs up, a heart, or like, oh, girl, why'd you have to just step on my toe like that? But today, I just want you to, kind of listen to a little bit of things, because today we're going to talk about why you should consider letting go of your expectations. I mean, I'm just saying, comfort is costing you maybe your future, and maybe it starts with your expectations. Maybe your expectations of yourself, maybe your expectations of your boss, your sister, your cousin, your husband. I want you to let go. I want you to consider just let go. All right, they finna start playing. I knew they were gonna as soon as I start talking. Y'all hold on. Yeah, I'm finna let y'all out. Come on. Okay. Like playing here? No, y'all gonna be making they'll be making too much noise and be done knock some things over. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so we want to let go of expectations. Now, in the chat, let me know if you might be holding on to some expectations because I've let go of a lot of them. I've let go. I'm gonna tell you, I have a sheet. Remember, and this really was from Monday. Oh, where's my sheet? I don't know, but y'all know I had the question. Um, I don't know what I did with the sheet. Oh, I know where it's at. It's in my journal because I had to journal. So Team Orange and Team Blue, y'all are gonna be real happy today because those are the colors that I'm using for the back of all of these. So we'll walk it out, but we're gonna do. Let's see how many is that. I gotta get a couple of them. All right, NT ways, NT ways. Let us I not digress too much. So let me say this from the start. This might not be for you, but remember what I said. Put me on mute. Enjoy the art. Okay, that's okay. But just sit there for a moment and give me a minute. Sit in the quietness of your own mind and ask yourself one question. Ask yourself one honest question, okay? What do you need to let go of today? And then ask the question another way. Do I need to let go of anything? And then if you do, then kind of get your journal or get you a piece of paper and start writing out what do you need to let go of. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, straight up. The number one thing that I needed to let go of is expectations of other people. Expecting other people to take that verse in the Bible that says, do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's how I was taught. Be nice to people and say thank you and all the things because you want them to reciprocate. Well, I've learned in my 50 plus years that doesn't work. A lot of people didn't learn that. Okay. I'm okay. I've let go of the expectations that they have the same couth that I do. And then I went a little bit further and said, well, maybe it's not that they don't have the same couth that I do. Maybe they just were raised differently. They just do what they do. And, you know, I get $100 and I'll buy art supplies. They get $100 and, they buy a brand new handbag, brand new shoes, or, something like that, whatever. My expensive clothing came from the fact that I worked for Dillard's. Outside of that, I love hanging out. He was talking about thrift stores yesterday. It's like, oh my goodness, we can hang out, but I do have to go to the bougie thrift stores though, right? So, what do you need to let go of today? Ask yourself the question. I want you to ask the question. Really, ask yourself the question right now. Ask yourself the question. Not what does not, and this is me. This is me. This is what I said. Not what does everybody else need me to let go of. It wasn't even not what even my spouse needed me to let go of, or not what does my spouse need to let go of. So I even stopped like, oh, making the list of, oh, I need Mr. McCoy to do this, or I need Mr. McCoy to do that. I don't need Mr. McCoy to do diddly squat, right? I let go of that expectation probably about 10 years ago. And I really let go in the last 4 years, right? And I really let go in the last year because honestly, I had to ask myself the question when I have expectations of people and then they let me down, it's really not their fault. It's more my fault because I put the expectations on them. They didn't put the expectations on themselves. I did. So I want you to kind of think about what kind of you got people feet to the fire? Do you? Do you have people's feet to the fire for no reason? Like what can they do for you? What can you do for yourself? Not what does your friend, your coworker, your church member, your neighbors, your family members, or even that one person who keeps getting on your nerves. But what can you do for yourself? Today we're bringing the mirror back home. I want you to look at self because remember, this is all about ourselves. This isn't about anybody else. It's about ourselves. What can we do for ourselves? I want you to keep asking yourself that question. When you want to do something or you want something done, don't say, well, I can't do this because my husband don't do that, or I can't do this because my daughter didn't do this. I can't go do that because the coworker didn't do this, whatever, 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 whatever. No, put it back on yourself. Because this is the thing. What expectations have you been carrying that makes you bitter? Because when you put expectations on people, they don't do what you want them to do, man, you end up being bitter, mean, unruly, over judgmental, and sometimes downright just hard to live with. I'm sorry, I'm speaking to myself. I mean, it gets to a place sometimes when my expectations are not met, like the Terminex people just left, and I just feel like my expectations were just not met, and I was just like, ugh, Karen, there's nothing you can do with that. Just leave it alone. So I find myself talking to myself so that way I don't have to, make Mr. McCoy feel like, well, I did what, you told me to do. No, we're not gonna have that. So be like, no, you did what you felt you needed to do. I'm not worried about it. The only thing I'm worrying about is what Karen can control. And most of the time I can't control diddly squat outside of me. Mother's Day is coming up Sunday. I have no expectations, none whatsoever. As a matter of fact, leave me alone. Let me stay in my studio, right? But I do have a mother who is still living. She has a mother who is still living. I have a grandmother. So I don't know, but I don't want to. I don't want to be torn between all of these places. So the best thing I'll do is what I usually do is probably stay home. I'm just saying that would make me just happy as a pig in slop. I'm just saying. Expectations. Now, most of what I might say, it might sound harsh, and I might get a little sharp with it because y'all know I tend to come sometimes with a two edged sword. I'm gonna try to come with a this two-edged brayer, maybe I'm gonna try, but sometimes it just the truth just needs to make us uncomfortable. Sometimes the truth just needs to wake us the hell up. We've been sleeping too long. We've been putting all of these things we want other people to do for us. And I mean, sometimes the truth just need to be said. Because if you are however many years old today and you have been expecting the same thing year after year from the same people in the same way, and you are still disappointed, still angry, you still waiting, you still blaming them, and you still replaying the same crap they did 15, 20 years ago, like you still rehearsing what you should have said, you're still holding your breath, waiting on somebody to come and apologize to you, then maybe today is a day to consider the expectations may be hurting you more than the person ever did. And that right there, my dear, is why I felt when Adrian sent me what she sent me, it needed to be like OM frickin' G. Don't dress it up, don't color it up, don't paint it to make it look good, and don't put no perfume on it to make it smell good. Let it go. Now let that sit there for a minute. Okay. I'm gonna pull back out. We're gonna do some more work. I think I got enough papers to last me through the next 40 minutes. I'm gonna go and drop these bombs real quick. Real quick. Like we got a lot that's coming up in the world. We got a lot going on. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. And a lot I was talking to when I was talking to my daughter, and I was like, well, do you feel like you can't control a lot of things? Because y'all know here in Atlanta, they're going to be shutting down I-285 for the weekend. Because y'all know these people, if y'all know, put in the chat that the people, they've been doing road takeovers where they're protesting basically, and just basically shutting down roads, just shutting them down. You hear me? Shutting them down. And so I saw on the thing where a trucker put that, letting the truckers know I-285 will be shut down through the weekend or through something, sometimes or whatever. I was like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. But they're in the way of doing it is to kind of try to protect people, And I got like was talking to my daughter, and I was got kind of whatever. And she said, well, what are you expecting? And then it hit me again. I was like, God darn it. I hear you. Dude, fine. I'm going to talk about letting go of expectations. Jesus. Because we need to get out of our comfort zone. We need to stop waiting on those people to come and save us. They're not going to save us. We got to save our damn self. I'm just saying. Y'all hear me? The expectations may be hurting you more than what some people in my life did, like the ex or the ex-boyfriend, the children, the whatever. I mean, me waiting on an apology, me waiting for the expectations to change, the expectations of the phone calls that never come, or the perfect answer, or the expectation of fairness, the expectation that everybody should understand my pain. I've lost two children. You don't understand? Like, I expect you to have sympathy with me sometime, empathize with my journey. But now I don't care anymore. Because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, my triggers and my emotional baggages, it kind of hinders me because I am growing through this thing. And if I don't tell you the raw truth, then I'm not doing what I was put to go through this thing for. I'm not being fair to the people that come and, kind of wait on me to help them out or whatever. I can't be comfortable in my journey. And that's why me trying to dress it up today, because it was, comfort is costing you your future, whatever. And the way it was coming to me, I was just like, oh, I want to do that. But after Adrian sent that thing, I was like, well, guess we got to do that. But listen, the expectations that God should explain every part of my journey before I agree to keep living, that was just dumb of me. So I had to say to myself, I had to love on myself and give myself some grace because I had to look in the mirror myself and decide how was I going to walk forward and do this work. So 6 years ago, I looked in the mirror and I asked God one question: how am I going to get my joy back? Not a cute question. It wasn't even a casual question. Not a question I asked because I needed content. I asked it because I needed to live again after walking away from another casket. I asked it because I was standing in new life I did not ask for. I asked it because I had to figure out how to keep breathing. Even while all of the expectations that I wanted other people to be there, show up for me, keep mothering, keep creating, and keep trusting people, keep putting one foot in front of the other while living that life after another child. And the answer did not come right away. I wanted the answer right then. I wanted a clear answer. I wanted direction. I wanted a roadmap. It's like, dude, what you doing? Right? I wanted to say, Karen, here's the step, one step, here's another step, here's another step, and by this date, you'll have your joy again. But the more I expected the clear directional answers, the more frustrated I became. The more I got upset with people, the more my expectations just didn't work, the more frustrated I got in my marriage, the more frustrated I got because my children weren't doing what I wanted them to do. Instead of coming in together, they were slowly going apart. So maybe the first thing I had to let go of was the expectations that the answer could come in a way in which I wanted. Because listen, as I started getting up every morning, talking myself into living this new life, talking myself into just really trying again. Where's my ink? Darn it. Okay, there it is. Like, the answer started unfolding. So you have to get up. You got to start walking. You got to stop blaming everybody else for the shit. You can't blame God for what's happening in your life. We can't blame God for what's happening in the world right now. I mean, I can. I mean, I can. But at the end of the day, what the man is doing, what's going on out here, and what are you going to do? I mean, because can we go up to the White House steps and just, y'all heard, the piss bottles and things. Eddie educated me so much yesterday on his live stream. If y'all didn't see it, go over there and check it out. It was very, very informative. But it just learned some things. And when you get some knowledge, then you know how to get up each day and create again and walk in that. And just tell yourself, okay, got it, got it. Okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. All right, this is going on in the world, but there's nothing I can do about it. However, what can I do? That's just like Patricia and Mariah. They over there, they started call for you people that just don't know, don't want to read, don't want to look at the newspaper. Go over and watch call. They'll give you a little synopsis. They'll tickle your fancy a little bit, and you be like, wait a minute, is that true? Oh, wait a minute, what's going on? So it will definitely, definitely make you feel like you maybe, I don't know, and maybe you don't, I don't know, nor do I care. Okay. But what you're not going to do from this day forward, because if you're here, if you're on team replay, or if you in the sound of my voice, I don't care how you hear it through your coworker, through your sister, your brother, your cousin, somebody. Expectations is not other people's fault. It is yours. So if you don't like what your husband did, your sister did, your cousin did, don't blame them, blame yourself. Okay? We are claiming ownership for our stuff. And when I did that after the death of my son, I stopped. I just stopped expecting everybody else. And like I said, then after we moved and I moved here on the ranch and I started looking at what was peace was like, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not expecting them to show up here and be here for me. First, I gotta be here for myself. Be like, show up for yourself. And that's what I did. So I'm telling y'all right now, I'm telling you what I did. I ain't telling you what I read. This ain't got nothing to do with, all of them degrees or whatever. This is the doctorate I have in life. This is the doctorate of life. School couldn't have taught me this. And the faith that I have that God is going to keep me through all the things that's going on. And even the church folk, even the ones y'all know the ones we talking about, the ones that say we gonna die and go to hell because we put two things together, but they don't realize that they mix blends when they put on their clothes. And that also is something that they say you ain't supposed to do in the Bible too. But I digress, because we talk about what we want to talk about and we do what we want to do. I'm just saying, don't, walk with me, children. Don't get weary. Just don't get weary. Okay. But I want it to be become just as clear to you as it became to me. I was part of the answer. You might be part of your answer. Comfort is costing you your future. Why discipline requires a little discomfort? It's because you got to get over yourself. You got to get over you, right? You are part of the answer. Not everybody else. Not your wife, not your cousin, nobody else. Not the people who did not understand or defend, not the people who did not show up for you, not the people who said the wrong thing and cussed you out. Not them. Not even the people who disappeared on you and ghosted you, as the kids say. Not the people who kept living like my world had not been shattered, but me. Y'all say me. If you believe that, say me. I ain't expecting you to do it today. This is just ownership. We got to own our stuff, right? I had to participate in my own healing. I had to participate in my own joy. I had to participate in my own life. And that right there, my friend, is where we're going today. We are all going to make a list together. I want you to make a list together. Like, we can make a list together. If you want to do it here in the chat, everybody can go off. But I want you to make a list and kind of put your hand over your heart if you can, and say this quietly as you think about some things. Say, I'm allowed to let go of what is making me hard. Say, I'm allowed to release what is stealing my joy. I'm allowed to heal without needing everyone else to change first. I'm allowed. Tell yourself, I'm allowed. Got to give yourself permission. I am allowed. Right? All right, let me check chat because I asked y'all something. Let me go back. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. See, I had to get that out because a part of me still was not wanting to, because it was just hard. It's just hard. Sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it's hard. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes it's hard. Okay, I need to let go of 53.5 years of rejection and trying to make others happy out of being raised in service of family and people in general. I get that. Karen, I am with you 100% on that. Da, 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 da. Okay, see, that's why it pays to look at the chat while I'm talking, keeping it real. Ooh, that's a you problem, ain't it though? I know where I was at that point. Eddie and I, we speak the like we kind of speak the same language. I need to stop overthinking or lead to unrealistic expectation and disappointment. See, you've already started making your list. Good job. Good job. I ordered myself a cake this morning. I don't expect anything for Mother's Day. Not just any cake, a strawberry pecan cake. All right, Carla. Ooh, I like that. Saving others does not equate saving ourselves. It does not. A retired police officer with a YouTube channel says, "You're on your own. Nobody's coming to save you. Be prepared to take control." Oh, look, I perhaps give us some creations in the chat. Hey, everybody. That's daughter number 3. I feel that's so interesting she came in. Where you're doing amazing if you're so lucky and blessed to have you as a resource or roadmap. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Okay, Keisha says, "Hey, Keisha. I've been struggling a lot the past few days. They let go of my whole team except 3 of us, and we will be training with. Ooh, I'm trying hard to be strong, but I feel lost. I want to be there for myself." Oh, Keisha. You got this, Keisha. You hear me? You got this. This look good sitting right there. What are your expectations of yourself, Keisha? There you go. That's just answer that question right there. Just what are your expectations? Today could be, I mean, you could have been the one that I needed to just get this out for. I don't know. But Keisha, you got this. You know you do. You know you do. You already know you do. We ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna say nothing else. But you can listen, daughter number 3 gonna write a book, y'all. And her new thing for us is but you can have your shoes because she walks in my foot. I'll be like, but get out my footsteps. She's like, but you can have your shoes. Because daughter number 3, we are a lot alike. We are people pleasing beings. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go on because what I'm saying, y'all, I started out with the conversation we were having. All right, let me get to stamping some more because I got some stuff to do. We're gonna keep walk with me, children. Don't get weary. Don't get weary. All right, that's that color. I only got 2. All right, there we go. Jesus. All right. All right, I gave you that. So I'm gonna repeat it. I'm allowed to let go of what's making me hard. I'm allowed to let go of I'm allowed to release what's stealing my joy, and I'm allowed to heal without needing everyone else to change first. Okay. Don't want to do it. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You like, all right, Karen, you done gave in or stepped on my toes and slapped the hell out of me. Just like, okay, what are some expectations? Like what? So let's look at it this way. An expectation is something you believe should happen. Like when I got married to Mr. McCoy, I believed that I should have gained a mother-in-law and a sister-in-law. I should have gained like a newfound family. It didn't happen. So my expectations were really just like shot to crap, right? So expectation, it's an internal agreement you have made with life, with people, sometimes even with God, sometimes even with yourself or with the situation because we put too much on ourselves. So it's a lot. Now, comfort is costing you your future. You have to decide where this expectation lies, right? Because sometimes expectations are healthy. You should expect respect. You should expect honesty and safe relationships. You should expect accountability where trust has been established, right? You should expect yourself to keep growing, even if it's uncomfortable, right? So the conversation is not about throwing all standards away. Let me be clear now. I'm not talking about being a doormat to people. I'm not talking about people mistreating you either. You gotta figure it out. Now, this is going in line with what we've talked about from January all the way up until last month. Last month, I told y'all had to be humble. Why? Because now I'm very humble in who I am. Now going into with these expectations, this is what I expect from me, right? So let's say me and Mr. McCoy have a conversation because I can only talk about me and him. So we have a conversation. This is hypothetical, or what do they call it? As the kids say, a play conversation. Some part of it might be real, but we have a conversation, and I say, you know, Miss McCoy, I expect you to talk to your people and tell your people that they're being jerks. And yes, that's the word I would use. And then he'll just be like, well, okay. I would expect him to say, this is me. I would expect him to say, well, what do you mean they're being like jerks? Instead, he would just say, okay. And then we would go to North Carolina, and then they'd be like jerks. They do things that I just was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And, you know, I perhaps could, she's in the chat, she can chime in. Be like, wait a minute, I can't believe they did that. Or what? Because my expectations were what they were, right? That's what I'm saying. There needs to be, my expectation in that scenario was I expected him to say something back to me. He didn't. He just kept it okay and moved on. We went to North Carolina, said things happened anyway. I told him things happened, da 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 da. He said, okay. My expectations is, well, Karen, what did you what happened? What do I need to handle? What's what? He never did that. So I had to let go. This is what I let go 6 years ago. I let go of the expectations that he would cover and keep me with his family with the way that they handle things. They wasn't wrong. I just put up a boundary of what I expected to be for me, meaning I expect respect. Okay. I didn't expect things to be nasty, or they didn't consider it nasty. I did. So that's just how it went. But I had to get over. This is where it comes to a self thing, y'all, and I'm being very transparent here. Very transparent. I had to get over wanting people to love me the way I wanted them to love me, right? It wasn't working out that way. So you have to, and I'm saying have to, and usually I try not to say what you have to do, but sometimes you just need to do what you need to do. Now I feel like over here on my side, I got, y'all see me? Yeah, it did. It went out of focus, and I don't know why. Oh, Lord, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. What in the world is going on with my camera? Hold on, guys. We got some technical difficulties. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? And the same. Okay, there we go. That might be it. That might be it. There we go. I think we got it. We got it. We got it. All right. We might be. I'll just. Yeah, I got you. Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You can. Okay. There we go. We got it. I had a do not disturb on. I don't know why. How that happened. All right. It didn't come back in focus like I wanted, but it's okay. We gonna pivot. I told y'all, walk with me. Don't get weary. All right. We back. We back. Everybody. We back. Yeah. There we go. Luckily, see, that's a good thing about technology. I got it on here and on over there. So I was just like, wait a minute. I'm not seeing what I'm doing with them pretty colors. They should be very vibrant and very beautiful. Okay. So what I want you to really understand and take from that is I had to let go of the expectations of what I wanted him to do. It wasn't what he wanted to do, it's what I wanted him to do. Correct? So, this is what I'm saying. Comfort could be costing you your future. Because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if I hadn't been really committed to the marriage, I could have just said, you know what, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna leave you to them. You, as a matter of fact, I kind of did. But somewhere along the line, I have people in my life, and I have a good counselor who was just like, well, ask yourself, why does it bother you? So I've had to do the work. And at the end of the day, it resolved to me. My expectations were beyond what they could even do for me. I'm asking people to give me $1 million who probably don't even have $100. And that's me exaggerating, but I mean, I'm serious, but I'm exaggerating a little bit with the money part. But I do, y'all know I'm gonna be a millionaire. But you're asking for a You're asking people to give you something that they can't give you. That's what I've come down to. And so then after that, I did the work. So when I started looking in the mirror and start having self conversations with self and saying, well, self, why does that bother you? And then self has to give self an answer. And that might sound real crazy, but this is what I want y'all to do, because comfort is costing you your future. I want you to double down on the BS that you're putting yourself through. Okay. Because once you do that, you'll start healing and you'll stop doing self abandonment, trying to appease other people who don't give a dang gum about you, no way. They just there acting like they like you when they don't want you. They just want what you give them. They just want you to show up for what they can get from you. And we all have a thing over here on this side of the world, me and daughter number three, and we be like, as long as we keep giving them, well, of course they gonna keep taking, right? So what we're talking about today are expectations that are no longer measurable, helpful, honest, or life-giving to you. The expectations that keep you emotionally tied to what? To the disappointment of other people. So we're gonna own our crap. Yes, we pooped it out. Now we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna put a little potpourri around the room. It's ours. Yep. We passed gas on the plane. Yep, that's us. And there's nothing nobody can have. The control that you take then in that moment, man, it's amazing. I'm here to tell you. You walk around with a sense of peace when people be trying to figure out, well, do she ever go anywhere? That's what they be doing. Do she ever go anywhere? Yeah, she go when she want to go. She go when it's going to satisfy and appease her, right? That's what we do. So, is you not having great expectations of yourself, is it costing you your future? Do you need to gain a little discipline so that you can not be uncomfortable in this growing process? Because growing pains only last a little bit. You ain't supposed to be hurting every day of your life. They're called growing pains, but you grow through them. I remember my son Joshua, when he was probably, I was pregnant with the twins, and Joshua had to be put in the hospital because he had what we call growing pains. Like his bones were growing faster than he was. And so he had to go in, he had to go in the hospital. And it was just painful to watch. Painful to watch him have to navigate that. But it didn't last forever. Probably lasted about maybe a week or two, 2 weeks, maybe three. Memory might be, I don't know, a little foggy. I don't know. I was pregnant with two more babies. All right, let me not get too far. Let's see what we got. All right, yeah, okay, we got to do the hey Jess. Got somebody new popped in there. Hey Jess, how are you? Welcome to the studio. Welcome. We create joy one brushstroke at a time. I guess expect nothing, then you can't be disappointed. That right there could be, you could. That was me. Now, that was me. That was what I was like. I don't expect nothing, so I don't have to worry about getting hurt. That's kind of where my motto is now. But when you're in a marriage and the people that who hurt you or who, you are expecting these things from, they need to get it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So, the last 2 years, I've been doing a lot of let me tell you about this and let me tell you about that. And this not happening no more. And we're not going through this right here. I'm not coming here and I'm not doing that because this is what I expect. Because before I'd be like, yeah, I don't expect nothing. So therefore I don't have to worry about nobody hurting my feelings. Well, those people needed to be put on notice. Don't ask me to come because I ain't coming. Don't ask me to do a thing because I ain't doing it. Or if I do, I'm going to think about, is it going to serve me? Like we can do that, right? We can. But expectations that keep you emotionally tied to disappointment, that expectation that make you sit around waiting for someone else to become the answer to your peace, that's kind of in the answer of, if I don't expect anything, then I don't have to worry about it. Like my birthday come. Be like, I don't expect anything from birthday. I don't expect anything. So therefore, if I don't get anything, then I'm okay with it. Are you really? And a little bit on the inside of me, I had to be like, no, I get upset because, people don't think about my day the way that maybe sometimes I used to think about theirs. But then I realized that my birthday trauma was centered around something that happened on my eighth birthday. So I had to work through that. And in turn, I had to be like, okay, I want something for my birthday. I want people to want me to want, to want to give me something. But as far as like Mr. McCoy, I think when I turned 50 and he didn't give me what I wanted when I turned 50, it wasn't even what I expected. It's what I said I wanted. And then I didn't get it. Then I was just like, F this. And I went to my little funky dinner at Bonefish Grill and smiled. I got the pictures to show, got the people that did show up. But that's not what I wanted. And here we are, what, 5, 6, 7 years later, and I'm still bitter about that because it's what I wanted, not what I expected. It's what I wanted. I said what I was in when I was sitting in Germany in Baumholder. I was clear what I wanted, and nobody gave it to me. So, in partly, then there was the other part of me that be just like, okay, well, I ain't get what I want. Then hell with everybody else when their birthday come around, I'm gonna give them what they gave me for my birthday. Nothing. And usually, most of the time, that's what people get. Nothing. Outside of daughter number three or daughter number three and daughter number four. Outside of them, I don't expect anything from my children. Joshua was the son that will give me for my birthday. So I don't worry about it. But when you tell yourself these I call them untruths. Do you really not care? Right? And I mean, we said I will be happy when, if they just give me something. Or you said, I'll be happy when they apologize for what they did. Or I'll move on when they admit what they did. Or I'll be okay when they seem like they can understand my pain. Or I will have peace when they finally change. Like I don't have to say anything or complain anymore because he'll finally understand what I want. Like when I walk in the room, he'll know what I want. No, he won't. Or you say something like this, I'll start living again when life makes sense. Like right now, life ain't making no sense. But what happens when they never apologize or life never makes sense? Or you never understand what the hell is going on in life right now. I mean, I told y'all I want about 5 hours in the room with the man so that I can understand or have some resemblance of understanding. But if I don't get it, I'm okay. What happens when life does not explain itself? I mean, I'm just saying, I've lost two children. If I never have an understanding of that, and I don't, only understanding I have is to be when you're born, you're gonna die. That's it. I knew the day that I had him that there was going to be a day that I was going to lose him. I just didn't know it was going to be in my time. I thought maybe he would bury me or she would bury me, not me bury them. Right? So, do you stop living? Do you stay angry forever? Do you let your heart become hard because of these things? Do you punish everyone who doesn't do what you want them to do? I mean, do you sit in the same, like I call it an emotional chair year after year, waiting for someone who may never show up for you? That's the cost of unhealthy expectations. That's the cost, the comfort that you're trying to hold on to that is costing you your future. Okay, we got a lot right there. Let me go over here. That happened to my oldest. No hospital, just surgery. Yeah, 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 yeah. Zippy, I'll text you and tell you what they told me what they called it. Um, Julie Carter, don't cast your pearls before swine. We want to talk about the pearls that I lost in the swine, the pigs that were, anyways, literal pigs had some pearls on them, some fake pearls, you know. But anyways, they got broken, fell in the slop as I was throwing slop over to the pigs. I'm just a country girl. I'm over here. Because I stopped paying attention to her. We're not responsible. Um, just says, I got peace when I accepted that my ex was not ever going to be the man he promised to be. My divorce was final a month ago, and I'm at peace with it. Awesome. Keisha said, you got to show up for you, not for them. Amen. He's 30 now and 6'4". Okay, so Zippy, yeah, you get it. You get it. Yep. They went down that same journey. Because Joshua was 6'2". Um, as y'all can see, I got my new embossing stuff in. One of them I got to call on because it was open and half done. Came out in the mail. Expectations can make you mean without you even realizing it. I had become what I would call like very, very, very angry. I had grief going on. I had people that wasn't showing up the way that I wanted them to show up for me. And somewhere on the journey, I just kind of went in a place and I served people the same crud that I was feeling. I wanted them to feel. So I didn't want to show up for them because they wasn't showing up for me. And it wasn't their fault. It was because of the expectations I had on them. And the one person, like I said, that I had to let go of expectations was my husband. And the second was my children. Everybody was grieving in their own way, their own lane or whatever. And I couldn't show up for them. And then I just finally let them off the hook and be like, well, I can't show up for them. Maybe they can't show up for me. And then I start just showing up for me. And I don't know, nor do I care how people feel about that now. I really haven't asked the question or backtracked it to find out. I don't. And that's what I want you to do because you have to, the discipline, your life requires the discipline for you to be comfortable in the thing that you want for your future. You can't say you want to make art and you will never put a paintbrush in your hand, but you want to do it. You can never say, I want to learn how to junk journal, but you never watch somebody or take a class. You just can't, right? I mean, let's be honest. Expectations can make us go down a place of, I don't know, so quickly to that's the part that makes us mean. But when you keep expecting someone else to do it for you, and year after year they haven't done it, they're unwilling or unable, then that kind of creeps into disappointment begins to harden inside of you. And that's where I had to really do the hard work for me in my counseling session with my counselor, because when Mr. McCoy wouldn't do a thing or my children wasn't doing a thing, that's when then it became disappointment. And then when it became disappointment, then it hardened me on the inside. And then when we moved here, I realized that I was getting that hardness, but then when we moved here, the frustration was, I was getting frustrated and the resentment, and then I would become sharp and real itchy. I was like, wait, that's not me. I don't want to be that. So I had to start being what I wanted to be, to me, not to everybody else. Does that make sense? I mean, does that make sense to you? Because if it does, then good. If it doesn't, then it's not you. I'm not talking to you. So I want you to relax and love yourself, right? I do. I want you to relax and love yourself because we all get the same 24 hours in a day. Nobody gets any more time than I get, than you get. It's what do you do with your time? Maybe you need to budget your time. We budget our money. Maybe you need to budget your time because nobody can tell you how to use your time, right? If I get 24 hours and if I decide to sleep 6 to 8 of them 24 hours, the rest of that time, it's mine to do whatever I want with it, right? How many of y'all need to put y'all budget on put y'all time on a budget? You need to budget your time. How many of y'all need to budget your time? So I think Monday we had something and somebody said something about time. I want you to make the most of your 24 hours. There's only 24 hours in a day, not 18, not 12. Not only when life is convenient either, 24 hours. So when we keep saying I don't have enough time, the real question becomes, what are you doing with your time? What are you spending your time on? Because sometimes, get that, the problem is not what we do not do, is what do we do? Sometimes the problem is that our time has no assignment. Like you go to the grocery store, you be like, okay, I got X amount of dollars to spend. And you give X amount of dollars a place to go. All right, I got $100. All right, I got to do 99, well, maybe $80, then you got tax. So you've given that money a place to go. So maybe it's time to budget your time. Okay, I got 4 hours that I'm going to plan for creating. I have 2 hours that I'm going to plan for the next quarter. This is what I do personally with my life. Sundays are for recapping on where we're going on Mondays and Wednesdays. Now, next week, I will be, yeah, because we're going into another, I'll be gone for one Sunday, two, then that Sunday. So, yeah, this month, my Sundays will kind of be tied up. So I'll have to navigate, renegotiate some time to say, okay, on Sunday, we'll be doing this, this, and this. I'll put busy, and then maybe I'll need to do something on Saturday for what I can't do on Sunday. So today, I want you to love yourself enough to stop living for, I don't have enough time. Respect yourself enough to stop wasting time. And discipline yourself enough to give your hours a purpose. Does that make sense, y'all? Because if it does, great. If it doesn't, no problem. I ain't talking to you. I'm just saying. Because this is going to make sense to the person that needed to hear it today. I'm just here to tell you. First and foremost, it was me. 'Cause I was over here having my own devotional quiet time, bartering with God, because that's what I was doing, bartering with God and saying, well, okay, I'm going to do this. I'll talk about it this way. This is how I'll say it, dressing it up. And then Adrian sent me the daggum message. I just like, well, hot dog. Hey, Vicky. I'm just here to tell y'all. I'm just here to say it. Don't worry about it. Don't spend a whole lot of time on things you can't control. And one thing we can't control is other people. We can't. We can't. We can't. I don't care. And listen, the other thing, like, I don't care how much I give Mr. McCoy orders to do this, that, and the third. If he don't write it down or if he don't do it in the moment, it's not going to get done. That used to frustrate the hell out of me. Now that I've let go of the expectations, it don't bother me no more. It don't bother me at all. I just be like, oh, okay. Now, if I really want to know, I'll take the time to ask for clarity, but I will ask clarifying questions, right? Because I need to know based on my, how I receive things. That's just sometimes that's hard. That's hard in itself. Y'all know us women, we receive things differently the way men just give the bullet points. And sometimes I need to have the whole conversation. And he just be like, well, nope, this, that, oh. Be like, no, so what do we got to do about this? And what do we got to do about that? And what she said about this? And why she said that? Oh, okay, never mind. But expectations or wanting a conversation, don't do it no more. So I want to free y'all up. If you have somebody or you have somebody in your life or whatever, and you're expecting them to do that, just let them off the hook. Let them off the hook. Okay, okay, let them off the hook. They might wonder why in the world is she not bothering me? Oh, let's use this. Why isn't she bothering me anymore? She ain't bothering you no more because she don't, not because she don't care. It's just she don't have the mental fortitude to want to even try to navigate your mindset and hers. I only got room for my own thoughts now. I don't write for Lifetime anymore. I quit. So whatever script Mr. McCoy has in his mind, God gave it to him. However he navigates them thoughts in his head, God gave them to him. I don't even worry about it no more. Now, does that mean I don't talk about it? I do. Most of the time I get in my journal, or I get in here in the studio, or I walk and be just like, well, why didn't he just do whatever? And then I tell myself, that's not your business. because it's not. It's not my business. Just like I'm not his business, but he has a little bit more responsibility than I do. Just saying. Okay. Anybody got any questions about what I talked about? It was rough. So I'm glad for y'all that hung in there. I'm happy you stuck it out. For those that didn't, then okay, it just wasn't for them, or they just didn't want to hear it, or they just felt like, oh my Lord, somebody else to just beat me up. Nope, just wasn't nobody else to beat you up. It was just like it was when Adrian sent me the email. It was confirmation to let you know that you're on the right track of taking care of you. Being selfish is not selfish. It's self-care. And there's nothing wrong with taking care of you. It's nothing wrong with telling people that they're mean and they're just being antagonistic, and they need to just stop being that way to you, or don't come in your presence. I don't care if you're married to them or if they birthed you. Let them know you have feelings and you want to be respected, because freedom is not just about what you stop caring about. Freedom is also about what you finally start taking responsibility for, and letting people treat you like crap. Well, you got to take responsibility over that. You can't blame people if they keep coming to your house and pissing on your toilet, and then you didn't tell them, yo, you know you peed on the floor and messed up my bathroom. If you didn't tell them, don't be mad. And then you keep inviting them back and they keep doing the same thing. Don't be mad at them. You don't want to keep cleaning up after them. I'm just saying. Just saying. So today, as we let go of expectations, because we gotta let them go. Ask yourself, what do you need to let go of? Then be brave enough to hear the answer. Be humble enough to admit it and be willing to release it. And be faithful enough to take the next step, right? You got to be faithful enough to take the next step. Because why? You matter. Your peace matters. Your heart matters. Your future matters. And as I always say, your joy definitely matters. Give yourself grace as you try to define what expectations you need to let go. Because when expectations start making you mean, unruly, and judgmental and bitter and disconnected from your own self, that's where we have to really, really, really ask ourselves the question: is comfort costing us our future? And is our life trying to call us forward, and we just won't get disciplined enough to want to move forward because we're still stuck in the what they did to us kind of thing? I'm just saying. Hey, Bernadette. Y'all will be on our road trip next weekend. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, we will. Me, Bernadette, and Crystal. We will, we will, we will. Okay. That's a lot. Let's see. I think I'm trying to stamp off, get all this ink out. Okay. What color? Oh, let's do this pink. Yeah, let's put some pink on there. So, does anybody, if you got any questions or you don't want to put it in the chat and you want to send me an email, because like I said, that was a hard walk. That was a hard walk. And it's okay. It's okay. It was hard for me to even talk about it because it's the journey that the last 5, 6 years that I've been on personally is letting go the expectations of people, and without explaining, without explanation. Because, broke people, we try to move on, but sometimes we don't, because we still have expectations that he broke my heart and he's going to come back and he's going to accept the wrong that he did. No, they're going to keep on hurting you. They're going to keep on using you in one shape, form, fashion, or another. I think that was the best thing I could have did for myself, is seeing how contaminated my ex-husband was by the things that he did when my son died. It's like trying to break up something because they are bitter and they want to break up your happiness. Try to just make sure that everything is gonna fall into place where they feel like you need them. No. When you grow up and only need yourself, then the only person that you will ask for direction, the only person that you will ask for comfort, as for me, the only person I really stand to ask that from is God. It's like, God, I pray about my husband now instead of, like, oh, he just don't get it. Like, I expect him to get this or I expect him to get that. They'd be like, okay, God, you know what I need, you know what I want. If he don't give it to me, I'm okay because I'm getting it from you. Friendships don't last the way you want them to last. Children don't do what you want them to do. Don't worry about it. Your president is not doing what you want to do. Don't worry about it. Let go of the expectations that you have that you want people to, then that'll kind of release your heart a little bit. Just a little bit. We want to have a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Now we're gonna hold our voted people in. We're gonna hold their feet to the fire, but not so much that it's gonna make us mean and nasty and just hold that. That's what I'm saying. Okie dokie. All right, that's all. That's all I got. That's all I got. That is it. That is it. I want you to practice it. I want you to paint through it. I want you to journal through it, scream through it, breathe through it, whatever you got to do. But I want you to choose to live your life on purpose, even when life does not look like what you expected. I'm living proof. I sit on 10 and a half acres. There's no way, shape, form, or fashion you could have told me 10 years ago that I will be where I am now. There's just no way. Because my expectations were definitely not this way. But when you let go and just walk into the greatness of whatever, I don't know, you just might walk into the best thing that ever happened to you. You are where you are for a reason. You are where you are right now today for a reason. And as soon as you start realizing that I had to come here so that I can get better, or so that I can stop hanging on to this and stop being comfortable and hold up and make the disciplines, then you're going to walk into your future and you're not going to carry this mess with you, right? Keep choosing the piece of your life. Keep giving yourself grace. It's okay. I have to keep giving myself grace. Y'all know my words. Peace, grace, love, joy. They all go together. The one I use the most is I have to love on me to give myself grace. I have to give myself grace so that I can love on me. I have to love on me so I can give myself grace. I have to give myself grace so I can love on me. They, sometimes it's a daily struggle. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 times in a day. When I wake up in the morning, I'll be like, Karen, I love you. Right? Mr. McCoy might come around, once or twice in the week and be like, oh, I love you. I'd be like, me too. Right? Be like, oh, you look good. I know. He probably be like, that little itch. She just say thank you. Because I confirm me first. I'm not waiting on you to do it. Because why? I've done those things. I'm not waiting any longer. I don't wait on the people to call and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. But I don't call you to tell you no more, nor do I send a text to the people. I don't do none of that no more. What I do is come and sit in the studio right here, and I be slapping the paint on this paper, teaching myself, learning some things over here that's going to better my life, so that I can in turn show up and inspire you guys. Because those that show up here over here on slapping paint on paper in Create Joy Studio, that's where that's what it's for. It's not all for me, but I do have to work on Karen first so that I don't come and talk to you out of my hurt, pain, and my mess. Now, y'all do get it, because the purpose of my journey is to talk through the hurt and the pain and all the things, the transparency. But the end result is, if it wasn't for the grace of God, the one that I serve, that wakes me up every morning, then God knows, ain't no telling where I'll be. I probably do know where I'll be, but ain't no telling. So I am living proof that comfort was costing me my future. And as soon as I put my time on a schedule and start telling people, okay and stop saying yes to everything and start saying no and stop expecting things and all of the things that we've talked about this year already. That's why I have peace and I refuse to give it up. I don't care who you are. Don't ever give up on you for anybody. You hear me? If you hear that, put in the chat, don't give up on me. Don't ever give up on you. And we tend to give up on ourselves for other people. And that's hard. Hey Carol, Carol Buckingham. Hey Kathy, how are you? Y'all, thank you for saying you needed this because I needed to say it, therefore I can hear it. And thank you, Adrian, for sending me, for using, let God use you to send it to me so that he can confirm and affirm that I'm on the right track. I'm right where I'm supposed to be, doing just what I'm supposed to be doing in the manner in which I'm supposed to be doing it, with the people I'm supposed to be doing it with. Y'all keep creating joy. Keep choosing peace. I'm here to tell you. All right. Y'all know what I'm going to do with this, right? Now we're going to pull out the, and I did all of it. It's all sitting right here. My desk looking so yummy. I figured I'd hit it all at one time. Um, hit it all at one time. Where's that thing? I had something else. No, I don't want. Okay, everybody understands growth is could be costing you your future. If it hit, it hit, and I want you to really understand because the comfort will let you stay in the same place and call it peace. That was the other thing. I was letting things. Thank you for the highlight note. I felt like there was a cookie moment right over there in my studio because I had it highlighted, but because the comfort I was calling a comfortable place peace because I thought it was peaceful and it was actually discomfort, right? And so when you stay in the same place and you call it peace, sometimes it could be, but comfort will let you repeat the same patterns and call it just who I am. Comfort will let you avoid responsibility and call it protecting your energy. That's what I was saying earlier when I said, well, if I don't expect anything and nothing happens, then I didn't expect anything. That's where that comfort was kind of stealing my joy and, really letting people off the hook. And sometimes we are not at peace, and I really wasn't at peace. I just kind of had it caged up. I did. So sometimes we're not content. You're just afraid of what change will require from us. And that is where sometimes the discipline kind of comes in. Discipline, when I kind of looked at it, discipline kind of said to me, um, I may feel like doing this today, but no, where am I going to go with it? Or it says, I'm tired. Eh, I'm just going to quit. But, but don't. But when you acknowledge that's what's happening, that's where your power comes in. Remember, we started out with ownership. Own your ship. It's yours. It stinks. Doesn't smell like roses all the time, but it's yours. And that's the power that you'll have. Because many people only move when motivation shows up. But I want you to think of it this way: motivation is not always dependable. Sometimes motivation is just it's a visitor visiting. It comes and goes. But when you have a discipline, that discipline can be your foundation. And discipline stays even when motivation leaves. Like, you're not motivated to craft today, or it's gloomy outside, so you don't want to do a thing. But you have a discipline. You have to show up for yourself. Show up on Mondays and Wednesdays, whether feeling good, great, good, bad, or indifferent. I just tell y'all how I'm feeling, y'all. Feeling like crap today. We're gonna have to walk through this one hard. Walk with me, don't get weary. That's what I do. Because why? Some days you don't feel like it. But the discipline that I've given myself, I had to think about it on my walk today. I was like, Karen, you did 2025, January through December. So much so, when December ended, you ended December going into January with your own design. Hence is why I had to play with my design. Because I wanted y'all to know, hang in there. Don't get weary. It's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Don't depend on the motivations of the world. Have a discipline. Tell yourself, I'm going to bed 9 o'clock every night. Okay. Do it or don't do it. Going to bed at 11 o'clock, but whatever it is, tell yourself that you're going to do it. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put down my box. Y'all got a box for when I do this so it doesn't make my thing puff up. So, oh, we haven't developed systems to functions. I would never give up on myself. Thank you, Karen. I needed to hear. Oh, hey, Vicky. How are you? I'm a work in progress. Aren't we all? I wish I knew this phenomenon. Motivation is that you speak of. But you know what? If we really look at it, like we look at the words, like they tell us motivate yourself, right? But they never tell you how to deal with your life when you can't motivate yourself. There are times when I just like I didn't want to motivate myself, especially right after my son's passing. I did not even want to get out of daggone bed. No less talking about motivate myself to go brush my teeth. So I had to accept the fact that I needed to make habits, like make a goal, or it wasn't a goal. It was kind of like I had expectations for myself, right? Put myself on a discipline. And then when I didn't meet it, I gave myself grace and said, well, I didn't make it out of bed today. Or I didn't speak good of myself today, but maybe in an hour I will. Or maybe tomorrow. Let's try tomorrow. So kind of look at it this way. And then I know like when we lived in Germany, we didn't see the sun. If you didn't see the sun. And it could be depressing. There was a lot of people that just, you see them in church and they'd be like, how are you doing? Oh, it's just so dreary. It's just so this, it's just so that. And then Mr. McCoy would be like, well, did you go anywhere? Did you do anything? Could you be in this beautiful country and don't go anywhere? There's no excuses really when you're, in Germany, overseas in Europe, because they have transportation. Get to the train station, get on the train, go to another country. Right? I didn't understand. There were people that came to Germany, flew in on Frankfurt, got to Bamberg, they never left till it was time to fly out to leave and go back to the States. I never understood it. Hey, Lynn, never understood. Me, I visited 3 countries in one day. Oh, was it four? Luxembourg. Let's see. I have to think about it. I think it was four. But I would wake up in Germany, go to sleep in France. So that's what I want y'all to do. I want you to just get a discipline, one or two disciplines for yourself. Call it a discipline. Don't call it a goal because when you don't reach the goal, you'll feel defeated. And I don't want you to feel defeated. So call it a discipline. Give yourself a discipline. Like this one discipline I'm going to do today. This one discipline I'm going to do by Monday. I'm going to do by Wednesday. And y'all homework that I want y'all to do for next Monday, I want you to have 5 expectations that you've let go of or that you want to work on letting go of. 5. Yes, you got to have 5. Why? Because I did 10. I'm only giving you half of what I did. Okay? Even if it's in art, it might not be as serious as mine was, but mine's serious. And then I'll share 5 of mine. And if you want to share 5 of yours, you can share it. If you don't, no worries. If you want to send me an email, send me an email. If it's something you want to go deeper and talk about, I mean, hit that join button. I have a level on the join button where we can go deeper if it's something you need to talk about. Oh, yeah. And if you've been here all this time and you're not subscribed to the channel, this is your invitation. You've been here for over an hour now. Hit that subscribe button. You know you like me, even though I kind of slapped the taste out your mouth today because the day was rough. It was rough for me. I don't know if it was rough for y'all, but it was rough for me. And the one thing I had to tell myself is I'm not giving up on me. I am not. I'm not giving myself excuses. So it was a hard pill to swallow. It was. But like I said, last year I did Monday and Wednesday, a whole lot more lives. So you can do it. Show up for you first. I finished last year, 2025, coming into 2026 with these flowers. These flowers, this design right here. I don't put them in water, y'all. So the actual stamps are in water. And then since it's been on 2026, I have these designs, which are my words that I live by. We got some grace over there. Give yourself some peace. Make sure you love on you first. Love you. Don't give away your love to other people because they won't appreciate it. Stop expecting other people to love you. Love yourself. And joy. They come in bigs and itty bitties. For the journals, oh my God, Keisha did, she put them in her journal. Oh my goodness, I was over on her live. I was just like, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's mine. That was mine. It just made my heart happy. So it makes me feel wonderful to see how people are using them, to see people when they use them, and to see people like Lisa and Tammy are using their scraps and showing me and teaching me things. We're here together, y'all. We're teaching each other. Now I want these, like I want some of that on there and some of that on there. Oh, I got to turn it this way because these are going to turn into books. These might get cut out. I don't know, but you want to kind of, you got a peace flower or a grace flower or a joy flower, kind of put them on there like that. I don't know. But they'll need to be like, I want to stamp that and then maybe emboss the on top of the pink. Oh, well, maybe turquoise. I don't know. It's still a work in progress. All I knew was that I wanted to start out stamping my flowers and embossing them because this is where I had to give myself a whole lot of joy. I had to let go of all of the expectations that I wanted from other people. And I had to say, be happy for the people that did show up because that's the truth. I'm grateful for Mariah dropping in and saying, oh, those look good as a stamp. Okay. Here's my number. Here's my number. And then next thing you know, she's like, just like, this is what it looked like. Well, hot dog. Well, let's do it. The discipline led to the celebration of what the motivation was. If I would have motivated to do a thing, it never probably would have happened because my motivation wasn't there every day. But my discipline was. So the discipline of my life is the foundation of my life. The discipline stays even when I'm not motivated. Like I might be motivated to mow the yard on Monday and in 2 weeks it'd be like, oh, I need to mow the yard, but I'm not motivated. But the discipline of having my yard to look nice for me is why I keep doing it. Now when I get sick and tired of it, don't want to do it no more, I'll be like, Mr. McCoy, you can mow the yard. And then I'll have to deal with the fact that it doesn't get mowed probably but once a month. But I can't say anything, right? Because I will have abandoned the fact that it's not a discipline for me anymore. Because he'll probably do it in sections or whatever. I don't know. Nor do I care anymore, right? We let go of expectations, right? Expectations can be an inconvenience. it can inconvenience you. See you later, Zell. I'll see you around. Cause we hang out in the chat together. All right, guys. I'm all tapped out. I am. I knew today was gonna take the butter from the duck. I knew today wasn't gonna be a ride out. It wasn't gonna be long. I knew I was gonna be exhausted after, because that was some heavy stuff. It was already heavy for me probably about 11 o'clock this morning. Like I was on Amy and Tara's live. I didn't even say anything in the chat because it was just slow. It was a lot. So I just figured I'd be there in support, and, in the numbers. I couldn't do nothing because I was still over here trying to get myself together because I knew I was gonna have to walk this puppy out. Telling the truth, sometimes it's just not easy. Sometimes you have to tell people, your breath stink, or you got booger in your nose, or that outfit just it's not very flattering to you. Just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you need to buy it. Like sometimes you have to really tell people, and I want people that love me to tell me the truth, right? I don't want people showing up, lollygagging in my face and then go behind my back and talk about me. I hate that. I despise that. I don't even want to be your friend if that's what you do. Now, if you're talking about me in a good way, or you're talking about me in a way like, I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. If you're saying something behind my back that you can't say in my face, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be your friend. And those are the kind of people that I've had in my life in the past. They just show up and just, oh, oh, I like what you're doing. Oh, you do. You do that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so good. Knowing that they don't like nothing that you do. They was over there talking to your brother-in-law or your sister, your cousin, or somebody. Just like, hey, I don't like. Let's get it together. This is where it came up. 2017. I just walked into people's faces and called them on the phone. Say, hey, look, check this out. I don't like you. You don't like me. We cool. I have to show up when I have to show up because of who I'm married to. That's it. Don't have no expectations for me, and I don't have none for you. That's why I had to walk that thing back this morning. Just like you've done the work, Karen. Just don't put yourself. Don't go back into old habits because that's what I was doing. And as I was talking to daughter number two on no daughter number three on the phone, I was just like, dang, I'm surely was. And daughter number three, she kind of like she could with the people pleasing and and this and that. I was like, oh man, dang, she hit it right on the head. So I had to come on over here and have this conversation with y'all because y'all might be needing this too. Tell them to kick rocks with open toe shoes on in a blizzard. That's how much you care about their input on your life. Tell them to ride out. Tell them to take a long walk on a short pier. Tell them you'll holler at them in the great after, by and by. I'm serious. I'm telling y'all what I did. So, the question that I had on Monday, I answered it yesterday and this morning. You cannot keep asking for a new life while staying loyal to old habits. Okay? That's the comfort. It's costing you your future because you're staying loyal to old habits, old people, old things, whatever it is. And you cannot keep praying for change and refusing to either be changed or refusing to change. Right? Tara was talking about glue. There was a whole message in the glue. The glue. Like the people won't ship the glue because why? By the time you get it, it ain't gonna even be good for you. I was like, Lord, I see you. You talking to me through glue. All right, got it. Y'all just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now I'm gonna have to get off of here and I'm gonna have to take me a long walk and I'm gonna have to cry a little bit. Cause again, I this stuff usually hit home first. It hit me first, and I have to do my inner work. And I want y'all to really, really do some inner work. If it was for you today, great. If it wasn't, no worries. Put it in the freezer, share it with a friend, but don't share it with a friend because it's something you like, oh, you need this. No. Share it with somebody that you just, oh, you know what? Young lady I follow on YouTube, she had a word today and while she was doing some pretty art. Go watch the art. And if the word resonates with them and it hit them, then they'll get it. But don't give it to them because, oh Lord, I know such and such need this and that. No, don't do that. Because people have to they have to heal themselves in their own place and time, right? This one looks so good. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm so glad Tara went and found these embossing powders for me. Not that I needed any help, but I like them with my words. It's just something else I want to show y'all you know, other ways you can use my words and my stamps. I want to inspire you. I want to inspire you. There we go. Look at that. So I'm gonna, let's wide and see what it looks like. But that one looks good. Oh, the grunge. This is pulled on black paper. Let's see. See that horse? See that horse you rode in on jumping fences? Get back on it and do it the other way. And don't fall off on the way. Oh, I love that. I gotta write that down. Oh, I love it. My mama used to, well, I don't know, she probably still said, she said, let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. I mean, in other words, we just don't have to worry about people, but we do have to take care of ourselves. I want you to take care of yourself. I do. And especially mothers, I'm telling you from an empty nester, you would do your children a whole lot more. You'll give them a whole lot more love from a place of healed if you're taking care of yourself first. Go pour your glass of wine, take a bath, light the candles, throw your feet up, put a good movie on, so that way you can be relaxed. That's one of your favorites. If that doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. I'm just here to tell you, I love this one. Look at that. Oh, it's so yummy. I know Casey would like all the grunge. Darcy would even love that one. Oh, both sides. Yep. Oh, I like this one. And that pink. So, all right, I got neon, yellow neon, green neon, pink neon, and some more blue neon. Haven't opened this one because I still have some left. So those are the colors. And then I got some solar paste. I got two solar pastes because Paula K was making them beautiful cards. So look at the solar paste. I did this with this is Yolan's or Darcy. Yolan's. I think it's Yolan's Fallen Leaves. So I did that, and I'm going to make this into a card. So I'm going to cut it, right? And this is going to be two cards right there. Is it dry? Oh yeah, it's dry. But look at that texture on there. Oh, it's so nice. And this is so all I did was took the stencil and laid the stencil. Show you. What's the yeah, see I did it on that one. I like the fallen leaves. Um let's put some in maybe that corner. Yeah, I said I was finna go, but I guess I got stuck. I had to show you something else. I got inspired. So we still here. My bad. I love this solar paste. Where's my palette knife? It's my good palette knife. Take a whole big old chunk and just shellac it down. Don't try to blend it. I was mashing it all the way down, but I was just like, no, I want it to have a little height. And so the good thing about the stencil is it will just lay there and you just kind of fill it up. Like I want y'all to fill yourself up with joy. Same way I'm filling this paper up, putting the stencil on top. That's what I want you to do. Mother's Day is coming. Mothers, find something you want to do for yourself. Don't have expectations for your kids just because you birthed them suckers to do something for you. Do something for yourself. Like Carla went and bought her cake. Like I'm gonna go to Publix, so I'll probably get me a cake since she said something about a cake, but I'm gonna get me some crab legs and some flowers. I'm quite sure that's what I'm gonna do for me. And anything, I have no expectations. If anything else happens, then great, wonderful. But it's no expectations. And then that lets other people off the hook, you know? So, but I also want people to make sure that you're in the same place. And it's not a tit for tat. Mr. McCoy used to say tit for tat in a previous relationship. And I'd be like, no, it ain't no tit for tat. It's like I do it because I want to. Just because I do it don't mean you gotta do it. But I mean, after 10 years of me doing it and you never do anything else, now that might be a little different. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at that. I talked about Paula K, and look who comes in. Just in time for that paste. Just see, I was just showing them how you told me how to do that. Look at there. How you do that there. Boop, boop. Ah, God just breathed fresh Raymer air in my lungs. I love it. I do. And this one is, hold on, I gotta put my glasses on. Can't see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This one is, it's called, is that the color? Oh yeah, this one is Sublime. Sublime, because I'm sublime. And this one is Trust Fund. I'm leaving my children a trust fund. I might get to the point that I might start spending their inheritance. I'm just saying. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Ooh, cha. And then I feel like I can do something. Let's put another one right there because that feels, oh no. We'll leave that for the sentiment area. That's what we'll do. Excuse me. Leave that for a sentiment area. Y'all take a drink. Everybody take a drink. Um, Zippy said, good luck finding them, cause I ain't tackled them up. Oh, I ain't tacked them up? Looking, finding, oh Lord. Oh, see, they always want to do something. I would like a chill, do nothing day. Yeah. That's usually Mariah, the last couple years, that's what it's been. Let me tell you, my best year, well, not necessarily my best year, but since we've been here on the ranch, last year I was sitting on the porch waiting on the FedEx man. But it wasn't Mother's Day. It was the Friday before Mother's Day because daughter number three had sent me some Rosa Gallery watercolors. And so I was waiting on them. I had a great expectation because she said, you got a package coming. So it's like, oh, yes. But I like that. And then I had to think back on my best Mother's Day as the children did, and that was the one, I think I told y'all, that's the one where the kids made me um um a a spa thing because I wanted a spa but they couldn't afford it, so they got together and made me like a t-shirt with their hands. And my granddaughter, who is no longer with me, who's no longer here now, I have hand things. They made little candles, that they made a little thing, and it's basically a spa in a little tub. I still have it. As a matter of fact, it's holding my cards over there. And so I think that Mother's Day, and I want to say that was almost one of the last Mother's Days before my daughter and granddaughter passed. So that was the one I think I stay stuck in. Um, because it's the last one I had with all seven of my children. All seven of my children were there that day. And over the years, it's been hard to have all of my children in place at one time. So I tend to stay stuck in a memory that brings me joy, makes me happy. So, and but I've recognized that I do that, and that's where I say the expectations of the children that are left, I let them off the hook because I don't expect you to be here because I'm your mother. And like I told Mr. McCoy, I don't expect you to expect me to be anywhere with you and do anything with you and your mother, because that's your mother. My mother is my mother. My children, I'm their mother. And so that's how I've kind of taken taken the pressure off of people. I don't have any expectations anymore. So, and it's rough, y'all, but walk with me, children. Don't get weary. Now, oh, this one I didn't emboss. I mean, I didn't. Oh, Lord, hold on. This one I just grabbed it and oh, the embossing powder came on. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Um, ever see the middle? The mom's mom just wanted to be alone on this day so she could listen to her record. Go her head. I think I think I don't think that's a hard request if that's what a mother wants for Mother's Day. And then also that was something else that I let Mr. McCoy off the hook. I was expecting him to do something for me for Mother's Day. He was like, "Yeah, no worries. For one, I'm not your mama, so we'll let that go." And then when he would come in with a card or whatever, I'd be like, "Okay, thank you." I'd be okay. It was cool. But I think I'm gonna go and get me some tulips to put in the yard. And then we're in Colorado on Mother's Day. I used to go to get flowers, go to Lowe's. And then I stopped going. And it's like, next time I'll go by myself. I'll do flower shopping by myself. Because how many of you know men folk go shopping with you, but they really don't want to go? They're like, oh, I just want to spend time with you. Be like, you sleep half the time we're in the car, so how you spending time with? I can show you all the pictures. We going somewhere, Mr. McCoy, he sleep. Head knocked out. He sleep. I'd be like, I could go by myself. Then I could talk on the phone to somebody. But you in the car can't talk on the phone because you sleep. Then I feel bad because I'm talking on the phone and you sleep. That'd be me feeling bad. It's like, oh, he sleep because he go to work and all the things. It'd be like, well, he can stay home and go to sleep. See? So stop expecting things. Let it go. All right. I wanted to show you that one because this one I like this blue one. But and I mean, not I ain't talking about everybody's not, but my husband, he'll hang out with me. He will. He'll anything I want to do, he'll do it. He will. He's a good sport. But is he gonna ask me to do it? Mm-mm. That's usually when I can tell if you want to do it to me. But this is back on those expectation things. I expect him to come and say, well, hey, let's go take a ride to the beach. Right? When I say let's go take a ride to the beach, he'd be like, "Well, okay, let's go." He sleep all the way there. He get out, be all rested. Then we get in the car. We go eat because I gotta eat. Then I'm gonna drive back because now he's eating. I know he can't drive because he gonna be asleep, or either he gonna be hitting them things in the middle of the road, which gonna make me say, "Well, just pull over. I'll drive." So now I just be like, "The hell with it. I'll go by myself." Like going on my trip, I'm just like, "Well, I'll go. If my girls are going, you'll be a last resort, right?" And that's just how that's being honest. So when you have to let go of what you expect, I'm just being transparent, telling y'all the things I'm asking y'all to do. I'm over here doing it myself. I'm doing it first and foremost. And sometimes it's not comfortable because sometimes I want to be a passenger princess, but not married to my husband. I can't be no passenger princess. If I do, then I can't go to sleep. I gotta be pretty doggone tired to be in the car with him driving. Cause baby, he'll tell you. And then he joke about it, and I don't find nothing funny about it no more. I had to just own up to it and be like, shit ain't funny to me. And that's just how it is. And then that way I don't have attitude about it. Be like, hey, you the one ask him to go, so don't get mad because he over there asleep. Because if you ask him to go, and you cannot complain. Like, yeah, you right. So being a passenger princess, just what and then what really I honed in on, my niece was here and his sister, I think no, we were at their house in Atlanta, and she had said something about, oh, you be faking it. And then when she said it and he laughed about it, I was just like, oh, he really think that, yeah, I can't say what I said, but oh, he really think that's funny. And I don't think we really been, other than Montgomery, I don't think we've been on no trip. Mm-mm. Cause I just like, okay, this will be the last long venture we going on, and ain't worrying about it. Mariah, passenger prince. Eddie, you're a passenger princess. Look, man, I'm just trying to tell you. But I do like don't mind. I don't mind driving, first of all, but I like sometimes I just want to get in the car and drive me to the beach and treat me. And I just like, hey, stop expecting the people to do stuff for you. Do it for yourself, girl. And I was like, you right, you right. Do it for me. Do it for me. Do it for me. Don't do it for the vine. Y'all remember that? Do it for the vine. Don't do it for the vine. Do it for yourself, Karen. Do it for yourself. Do it. So, which is why, I got in the car yesterday. He was off and he's out there doing stuff. I know he looked up and like, where the hell she going without me? And did. Went, had lunch, did what I needed to do, and came on back home just in time for PMR studio. Because I had Eddie on in the car, knowing it should be a law to drive and look at Eddie on live. Just should be. No one be can't even drive because you're trying to look at all the fabulousness on his desk. But that's what I did to myself yesterday. So listen, y'all. I'm being very transparent, being very honest. And we joking about it, but I want you to take care of yourself first. I do. I want you to tell people what you want. Don't expect them to write your script. Quit. You're not writing for Lifetime. You're not writing for Hallmark. You're not writing for Eddie's favorite movie. I can't remember because Eddie is not in the Hallmark Lifetime. He ain't got. He does not like Notebook. That was one of my favorite movies. And back in the day, was that I think Zal said, what did you say? She asked about Notebook and You've Got Mail. He's like, no. I was like, oh my. But long as there's some killing in it of rich people, count Eddie in. Y'all send all those to Eddie. Let him know. If it's gonna be some killing in it, let him know. Let him know. And then I said, I still need to get the name of that movie that Eddie, you did say you like, because I'm gonna go back. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go back and look at it, the video. And at the end, I think it was towards the end, the one you said was a European movie, I think. Because I wanna check it out. Rich on Rich Crime, yeah. And Darcy said in the chat, I don't know what genre that is. I was just like, oh my God. Oh, I think that was when I was in line at the office, and I just started laughing, and people started looking at me. And then yesterday, Eddie was up. He had his window open, and then when I got in the car, I heard sirens, and I went to looking in the mirror like, oh shoot, they were on the video. I was like, oh my Lord, whew, let me get my life together. Knowing I thought because I was, trying to watch, just let me pay attention to this road. So I had to cut you off and just listen. Didn't need to be getting stopped and the police officers thinking that I'm drinking while driving because I'm swerving while trying to look and see how he put them pups down. No, by the time he was putting the pups down, I was home. Look at that. That pink and that blue with that lime green. Is that not beautiful? Look here. Eddie said, and I don't even live in the hood. I live But see, I then after I really was listening, I couldn't tell if it was an ambulance or the police. But it sounded in my world, it sounded like police because I was in the car. So it's just like, oh, I am no one of those as well. I have to relearn how to drive the truck hauling horses. That sounds like a good problem to me, Carol. I'm just saying. I just want to learn how to drive a trailer with a truck. I just want two horses in my yard. I'm just saying. For the vine, girl, what? You know about the vine? Yes. Only because I had kids. Kids was like, Mama, do it for the vine. Do it for the vine. I was like, do it for the what? The heck you talking about? Do it for the vine. But now, I have to catch up with the kids when, my daughters or whatever, like the clock it. It's like my granddaughter, it's like, what in the clock it? Like, yeah, and there's a right way to do it. I'll be like, okay, I'm good with that. So it's like clock it, like that T. I say, oh, is that another 6 9 things? Like, okay, never mind. All right. Where are we? All right. I feel better. I had to do some things. I feel better. I do. So we had to walk through some grace, giving ourselves grace, love on ourselves, give ourselves a walk into the peace of it all. I feel like I'm missing one. I am. We got grace. I didn't give myself no grace. So I know grace, love, 1 2 3 4. No, they're all here. I did love twice. Yeah, they're there. Grace, love, joy, peace. Stay tuned for some more inspirational. If y'all like these inspirational words, we got some more coming. I'm over here. I'm trying to tell you, I have disciplines. I am disciplining myself, and I have been uncomfortable as hell learning some new things. Oh my goodness! But I'm having fun. You hear me? I'm having fun. I might have avoided a whole lot of things, but I'm having fun. This brings me joy. And see that's what I'm happy about. So I'm gonna get off of here because I feel like it's a good place to just, segue. And it's Wednesday. We have some more things that goes on Wednesday. So y'all don't have to hang out here with me. But y'all know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for hanging out. It's usually an ambulance. There's a major health center near. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now how I get to town and back without Kent's assistant? Oh, hold on, I missed up. Carla said, hold on. Oh, I do most of our driving. Kent's blind in his right eye. I also get motion sickness as a passenger, so rock me down the highway. Um, see, Carla, that's a little different. Mr. McCoy, he do go to sleep though. Um, but I just now here's the thing that pisses me off. I'm just say how I feel. He can get in the car and drive to North Carolina and get there in good time. But we in the car together, and if he drive, he gonna add an extra 45 minutes to our drive because he got to stop here 10 minutes. I don't understand what's the difference. When we drove from Colorado, I would come in at record time, right? But by the time he'll take the wheel. I do my 12 hours and then just like give me 3 4 hours of sleep because I need to sleep. And I'm expecting him to drive. He got off and got lost. I'm like, how the hell you get? Where are you? We end up in Tublo, Mississippi. We supposed to be in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm just saying. Oh, let me get off of here. Mr. McCoy, if he's still on, he's just like, because he know not to come in the chat and be like, but he is at work, so I don't know if he can hear all the things or not. But y'all know he usually chime in. But ain't telling no lies. That's for real, for real. But he knows marriage is a ministry. And as long as I have a voice and I have a life and I have this platform, I have to let people know you're not in it by yourself. I'm over here, or he's over here dealing with me. Like I'm dealing with him, he's dealing with me. So it works both ways. So y'all, thank you for hanging out as always, as always. But remember, not in perfection, not in performance, not proving anything to anybody. Just choose you, choosing to show up for your life with courage, discipline, humility, and grace. Because comfort may feel good for a moment, but growth will bless your whole future. Give yourself grace, guys, so that you can love on yourself and have peace when you get to your joy. Bye.